Good day, everyone, and welcome to Ogimart Gaming. This is a Farm Sim challenge from Rusty Money's Farm Sim Challenge Facebook and Discord pages. They have a whole list of different challenges you could try in Farm Sim, and I've tried a few of them, had some success with some, and experienced a few mod map reset type issues with Osada. So I was doing that one previously, but I had to bail on that one because, as I said, when I upgraded a mod, well, it kind of blew up the whole map and reset it, and I didn't really want to start over again. So this one is a zero to hero challenge, and I'm showing the PDA right here so you can see that we start off with a good chunk of free land. All the blue is free stuff. And we start with zero money. So you'll notice in the top right hand corner, I have $0. And I've been plowing for approximately, I don't know. Let me check. Plow time. A little over 3 hours. So maybe 3.5 hours plowing to do my first two contracts, because this is going to start off as a challenge where I'm doing mostly contractor work until I can afford my stuff. And I've added a little bit of a wrinkle in here. So you see that I've completed two of them that I'm just about to cash in. I figured I'd let you guys in on that. So I'm going to collect that first one. And I did do a little bit of a cheat in that I took the first plowing job, the cheaper one, and borrowed the equipment, and then used the equipment to take on a regular contract without the service fees. So a little bit of a cheat, but I'm just borrowing equipment. It's not too big a deal, right? All right, so I'm going to collect these. And now I feel rich after 3 hours of plowing. I don't really think that's a great return on investment, but if any of us were able to make $10,000 an hour, I think we'd all say, hey, sign me up, I'll do it. And there could be worse things than sitting in a tractor in Farm Sim as far as work goes, that's for sure. So I can look over here and, well, it looks like we're probably going to be doing fertilizing next. We could go back to plowing, but I think fertilizing is going to be more lucrative now that we have some money to actually buy stuff. So let's talk about that. I have no animals. I have no production. We have no vehicles. We have just the land that we start off with, and that's it. Our goal is up here, we have these two plots that we're going to have to purchase. And we have to build up a farm on these two. Now, we could start off with bases on any of the other places that we'd like. And I'm kind of partial to this little square up here. I've been up there a few times. I think I'm probably going to center up there, but it really depends on what I'm going to start off doing. And this is where I'm excited about this challenge. These fields are huge, first of all. When you take a job on one of these things, you guys are not going to want to watch me sitting there plowing through one of these fields with any kind of device. So I'll probably do some cutscenes or some, sped up versions with some background music. I don't know which you prefer. Do you like watching the sped up versions, or do you rather the cuts? I'm just curious what people like. I kind of like the sped up versions when I'm watching other people. Gives me something to do in the background while I'm trying to get some work done or something. The settings for this challenge, you can see I've set myself on normal difficulty. We also I've set 2-day intervals per month. No fixed visuals, no snow. I turned all the other options on. I left pretty much all this stuff as normal when I play. I put fuel usage as normal. That was particularly because I know I'm going to be borrowing equipment all the time. And I really don't want to be taking borrowed equipment running back and forth between a gas station all the time, because I do end up using quite a bit of gas, especially the way I'm multitasking the equipment. So let's talk about the real kicker on this one. I am going to use only the equipment that shows up here and borrowed contract equipment. Now, there are things where, obviously, like this harvester, if I were to buy this harvester, which is an incredible deal, by the way, I have not got any collectibles, but with this deal at negative 47%, and it's a mod, and it's a nice big harvester, I am so tempted to go grab a couple collectibles and just pick this thing up. And I have probably another half a day before I need to decide that. But if I pick this up, I'm debating, do I have to wait for a header to show up here? Or should I be able to go buy the header? I'm not really sure. I'm leaning towards wait for the header to show up, which means I might buy just the implements. You know, this baler is a wonderful fast baler, and I know I could use that down the road, but I got nothing to pick up bales with. But at that price, 55% off, I kind of feel like if I can get the money up, I probably should snag that just so I have a baler. Because that's probably the best baler I have in my mod group, and it happens to show up. So this whole series that I'm going to try is going to be kind of like a slot machine series, where we try to go 0 to hero with slots, and we see just what we roll each. You know, what I don't know, how often does this update? I think it's like every half day or every day. We'll see what shows up here. This would be an interesting option to go with sweet potatoes. But this is the kind of harvester where you kind of need somebody driving next to you. And for those of you who've ever looked at my videos before, I have a policy where I really don't do workers. I know that sounds silly and stupid to some of you, but it's one of those things where if I'm playing a game, I kind of want to play the game. And I understand the workers can, help you do like a farm sim, owning a bigger farm and such. So I get that. Oh, hey, don't look right now, but I'm actually going to pick up a collectible. Shh, don't tell anybody. And that was totally accidental. I didn't know that was there. I don't know where any of them are. And you don't have to tell me where they are. I'll stumble upon them just kind of like I did right there. But stumbling upon that one gives me the impetus to go ahead and buy this baler. I won't be able to use it right now, but it is so much better than anything I have. I have a working speed adjustment mod, which will help very much. The foil color. What do I want for a foil color? Oh, let's go with like the JCB yellow. I kind of like the yellow it shows up. And of course, we have to do this with all our vehicles because we are Ogie Mart Gaming. We have to have license plates that say Ogie Mart. Don't you think? I think that's kind of cool. Now, where does that actually show up on this little guy? Does it? It says none. Oh, you know what? I forgot to choose where it goes. Placement, no plate, back only. Yeah, let's put it on the back. I don't know why I'd want a license plate back there, but hey, there it is. Our very first owned piece of equipment, the Ogie Mart Fast Baler. Wait till you see this puppy in action. It's so impressive. It looks so clean here, but I'm sure once I buy this, it's not going to look so clean. There we go. Woohoo! Our first purchase. Now, where the heck is that? Oh, there it is, right up there. I got to go north. Let's pull up the map here real quick. Just because I'm spatially challenged on this map, I've not played on this map other than I have tried this series 3 times already and ran into mod glitches that prevented me from continuing on. So that was kind of a bummer, but I think I got it all cleaned up now. I found the offending mods. By the way, if you are on PC, there is a mod that allows you to dynamically change the field prices. I would encourage you to not use that mod, the dynamic field price mod. That messed up this game save every single time I had it included. It did take about 4 hours to track down that little bugger and figure out which one was causing the problem. That's all for now. I just wanted to get you guys caught up. What I'm doing, what I'm starting for this series. I am going to go off camera and do a bunch of jobs here, probably a bunch of fertilizing jobs. I might have been nice to buy myself a fertilizer, but again, going with the slots, only with what shows up here. So this is going to be totally different for me because I would have just bought a fertilizer and I would have, probably leased a tractor or something, but not doing any leasing, not only borrowing for contracts and buying things from the slot vendor here. So this will be fun. Hope you enjoy this kind of content. I know it's pretty interesting to see what everybody does. I'm kind of interested to see how this goes and to see how far can I get while playing the slots. I suspect I'm going to have an awful lot of contract work, and I'll show most of that off camera. I'll just kind of pop in every once in a while and maybe do a few time lapses here and there if people say they enjoy time lapses. Thank you for coming and checking out what Ogie Mark Gaming's up to. I hope to catch you in the next episode.